Everybody, good day for everybody. Today, I'm going to explain you about some special conditions and concepts in physics because most of us are just facing for physics as difficult subject. But I would like to tell you, it's not a difficult subject. It's very easy subject for especially for advanced level students in locals as well as in London examination. So here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain you the first lesson or else the first chapter, first unit, units and dimension. Before that, I would like to give you some small introduction about physics. Everybody are facing the problem of knowing physics. The most of the scientists, especially the Lord Kelvin and other, most of the physicists were given about the introduction for physics. But actually, what is physics? Physics is a science of measurements. Now, after hearing that word, we will come to know about a little bit about physics. So let's explain those concepts step by step in simple words. So here, this video series is going to be presented on you to get good marks in competitive exams such as Edexcel, Cambridge, advanced level, as well as the local physics. So if you are knowing about those concepts very clearly, easily we can get marks or else we can score. Now, according to the definition of physics, it's a science of measurement, right? Here, the first word comes to our mind is what is a measurement, right? Then before that, I will explain one by one. Then I will tell you about the quantity. Physical quantity. Physical, the meaning of physical means it can be feel, it can be sensible. So we are having five senses. Within that five senses can be explained. Those concepts are called the physical concepts. Now here the word is quantity. I will give you a proper definition for the quantity. A quantity that can be measured is called the physical quantity, right? Before that, let's learn about what is quantity. Quantitative or quantity, amount. To know about the amount, for an example, I'm having 3 pence, discrete quantities. So you can count 1, 2, 3. I'm having books, sorry, fingers. You can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So count. It's a quantity. 5 is the quantity. Now this concept is going to be little bit easier if you are knowing about the meaning of measurement, right? How do you measure and what is measurement? It's a kind of the comparisons of the physical quantity with the standard quantity is called the measurement, right? Now see the words, see the definition. It's very easy. Measurement. Now, if you want to discuss about this topic or else the word measurement, the standard quantity has to have 4 properties. Very important. Those 4 properties are really important. What are those properties? Let's discuss about one by one. First property, we can say it is of suitable size and well defined. That standard quantity has to have that property. Number one. Second one is it is durable and stable in the chemical structures and does not change with time. See the proper definition about that. The second factor, it should be a durable, actual durability. It should not be changed, shouldn't be changed with the change of the physical or the chemical reactions or the chemical properties. It should not be changed. So that is the second property. Third property about the standard measurement or the standard quantity is it is easily and accurately reproducible at all places and time. So see the definition about it. It's essential, or sorry, we can say it is easily and accurately reproducible. Conversions have to be done at any place. If you are being in Sri Lanka, or if you are in US, if you are in the moon, if you are in any other place, wherever you go, as humans, What you want to do is, or what can you do is, you have to have the ability to convert it. That is the third property. Fourth property is it is essential comparable experimentally with the similar physical quantity. What is the meaning of it? That means think about the length. You want to measure the height of yours. At that moment, you can use different units. For an example, you can use centimeter scale, millimeter scale, meter scale, kilometer scale. Whatever the scales you just use, that comparison has to be done with each other. That is the meaning of that. Now you can understand there are four properties. Those are for the standard quantity. If you want to say it's a standard quantity, you have to satisfy those four properties. Then there is a word. The word is called unit. What is unit? I use that word unit without your permission. I'm very sorry. Just I will tell you the proper definition for the unit. A unit of a physical quantity is that the standard which contains the definite, durable, stable, and easily reproducible amount of the same kind of the physical quantity and with which other similar quantities are compared. If you just hear the statement, that is a little bit lengthy. So if I make it very easy, I can say in other words, unit is an accepted standard for a comparisons of the given quantity. That means accepted, it should be as accepted standard for a comparison of the given quantity. Now see, we learned about the proper definitions of some important words. Keep it those things in your mind. Once again, you repeat my expressions, remind my explanations, you will come to know, then you will understand and you can gain the definitions of that. Those definitions are really important for us to just get the good mark or the accurate answers for the MCQs, especially in local A-level physics paper. First and second question is based on this unit. So easily you can get it. Out of 50 questions in local A-level physics, you can get correctness. That means correct signs for those two MCQs. Right? Listen very carefully. Then my aim is just to explain you about the fundamental and the derived units. Fundamental and derived units. Actually, we know that what are those fundamental units? That's a building block of anything. Fundamental, it's called the basic things. Fundamental units. Normally, we used to tell there are three fundamental units, but I am just trying to tell you there are more. Normally, we used to say mass, length, and time. Mass can be symbolized by capital N, L, or else capital L is for length and capital T is for time. But apart from those three, there are two going to be explained by myself. That is theta and other one is I, or capital A. Theta is for temperature. I or capital A for current. So those five should be the fundamental units. Now, if you just combine those fundamental units, we can make derived units. For an example, speed. It's a scalar quantity, speed. I think you remember the formula of the speed. The formula for the speed is distance over time taken. The definition for the speed is rate of change of distance is known as speed. So you can say the unit of distance is, you can have unit of the distance as meter and the unit of the time as second. So the two fundamental units are combining together and forming the unit for speed. So that's why we call them, it's as the derived units, derivated or else derived to the unit with the help of fundamental units. So those two concepts are really important to discuss further. So this is actually the fundamental explanation about the units And if I discuss about those units, we have to understood few concepts. In the world, we had lots of systems of units. The first system, what I'm going to explain, a lot of are there, but apart from all, I will consider three systems for you. First system is called the CGS system. Now, capital C, capital G, capital S, abbreviated centimeter, gram, second. That means mass, length, time are called fundamental quantities, physical quantities, or else the units we can discuss. Now, the fundamental units introduced to form a system. First system I can explain you, that is CGS system, centimeter, gram, second system. Actually, this system is not applicable for a long period of time. It's actually discarded due to some reasons. Then they introduce about MKS system. M meter, K kilogram, and S second. Then the third system I'm going to discuss with you, there are a lot, but apart, I said you, I'm going to explain only three systems. Very important system is called SI system, Standard of International. Actually, in 1960s, they introduced this system. We are going to learn step by step of that system. Actually, this is a French system because in France, they had the meeting and already they introduced about that. So basic units are there. There are 7 basic units and 2 supplementary units in that system. First, I will tell you basic units. Actually, there are 7 basic units: length, mass, time, temperature, electric current, number of particles, and luminous intensity are those basic units. Apart from that, those basic units, supplementary units are plane angle and solid angles. Here, if we are discussing about the units of basic units, length, quantity, right? If quantity is the length is the quantity, and the unit for that is meter. Be careful of writing it in words. That means the spellings must be understood by yourself and explained perfectly in that session. Meter, normally we used to write it as M-E-T-R-E, meter. Pronunciation is meter. But while we are writing, be careful. Most of us are making lots of mistakes on writing it. And the abbreviation for the meter is simple M. M-E-T-R-E, meter. But we are pronouncing it as meter. We heard it as meter. Simple M is that. Then the mass, kilogram. Abbreviation is simple K, simple G. To be frank with you, if you just go and visit some places, especially some shops, if you request from the shopkeeper just to, or else the person, salesman, if you just request, please, I want to buy 1 kilogram of sugar, you can see the weight. You can touch it. I think already we are knowing it. That's a practical experience of us. At that moment, you just go through it. They were writing capital K and capital G on it. It's wrong. Remember it, it's wrong. As a physics student, or else as physics students, or else technocrats, we have to be very careful about that. That is a wrong explanation, wrong interpretation, but we can't change it, but we have to know what is correct. Correct way of writing is simple K, simple G. Then the third basic unit is time. Normally, the time is given by simple, second. Simple S. S stands for second. And the fourth one is temperature, as I said. Kelvin, unit is Kelvin. The spelling doesn't matter, it's K-E-L-V-I-N, but we are not writing degree of Kelvin. There is no such a word. Just only K, right? Just only K. That is very, very important to know it.